Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The give to the back. And the Bruins brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. You think about the long list of great UCLA. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut it. Go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Got it.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with the pick.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bauer. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Texas Tech 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
On the play. Coming up, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. What a snag by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break, great job getting to the football, and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. I don't have the best hands. That's why I play safety.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the handoff. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys understanding. I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line is set on third down. They'll run it from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Tackle is made at the 36. Now, a fourth down.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football. To the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bauer.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give to the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. On the move, it's Nix. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Feeling some heat. Pulls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Wide out in motion. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He's looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that pass picked off. Touchdown, UCLA! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And it's up and good. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 20 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do...
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Movement here from the tight end. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Yeah, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Using his legs, it's Nicks. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nowhere to go on that one, right? It's 3rd down, and you're trying to create something positive with your quarterback who's athletic. Maybe he can make a guy miss. Maybe he can spring it, but this defense just not having it. They are locked in. They know how critical these 3rd downs are in this game and to their entire season, and they're playing really good football on these critical down and distances.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but second.
It's 2nd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Fights off a defender. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down. The running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll start this drive firing. Finds us back in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ready up. Jackrabbit.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to BYU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
second down coming up. He's got him this time. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Nicks.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Muscling ahead on third and short. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Bauer.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
325.
They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Gorilla. Travel.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, UCLA.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David.